А что произошло-то?
The wards have weakened.
Угу.
Ceridian's power wanes.
То есть кто-то напал все-таки.
Nobody's home. I can feel it.
И дверь разбита вроде не была.
Who there? Where could they be?
Мне, если честно, казалось, что ей невозможно ничего сделать. Типа она такая там всемогущая и вообще все у нее классно. Если что, она в ворону превратится просто и улетит, нет? Алло! И что это? Unreal Engine 5 момент опять. Удивительно отвисло. Надеюсь, патчем первого дня они это зафиксят, потому что такие штуки и периодические вылеты — это не норм абсолютно. Тут какая-то вот эта штука есть. Я не понимаю, что я должен найти здесь. Она в доме? Или она не в доме? Она не в доме, она где-то. Зашибись. Мне надо найти что-то. Не знаю что. Направление у меня 10. Моя любимая. Какие-нибудь следы, что-то вообще появилось? Вороны, смотри, вот сюда указывают, как будто, да?
They flock to that great tree up there.
The Banishers are here.
Already? How unfortunate.
You called us.
Did I? I thought I had more time. In the end, it runs out for all of us. As I depart this old carcass, I leave no burning heart behind. Go or stay. To prevail, you must first set your heart at peace. When at last you face the nightmare, you must both be clear on what you want. You must.
What do you mean?
It is not for me to give you answers, only to prepare you for what awaits. Then we can all go to sleep. Seeker doesn't hate you, Rory. She's just not used to being trusted. Protect her. For me. You're too late, old mosshead, as ever. Time for peace. I forgive you, old man.
Нам его убить. С проблемой вообще. Так, а если это использовать в бою? О, это стан. А мне нравится. Ай. Ну, то есть, короче, она просто сама по себе ослабла, из-за этого защита упала. Понятно. Хрена себе урон.
Soldiers are charged. You stay at home.
Ну так сделай, братан. Что ты сделаешь-то? Опозоришься только? Почему там стена? Какие-то у ворота задержка пошли. Так, готов? Не может быть все так просто. Или может?
Old Mosshead is no more. He'll never drink from your skull now, will he? Another ancient promise broken. But what about me? How do I live now? You were all I ever had, and all I'll ever have. Can I set the world on fire now? I just want to see it burn. A pity. Farewell, then. She took me in when my father... when no one else wanted me. She taught me to stand up straight.
Leave her be. For now.
Сокращает восстановление манифестации на 30%. На 30% в секунд. Угу. Манифестация наносит на 25% меньше урона. Ну, кстати, я бы взял. Так, что еще? Настой, по-моему, там был. Ну, он 4-й, это 5-й. Ред Антею наносит на 50% больше урона, если все манифестации восстанавливаются. Урона меньше. Мне не нравится. Не урона восстановления. Основная характеристика.
I'm tired of all this death.
Want to talk about it?
I will do.
Так пошли, дойдем до Ньюидена, разнесем просто кошмар и все. Все проблемы будут решены. Мы сейчас вообще где? В плане хроник. О, осталось 3 сюжетных задания, получается. То есть мы реально вот эти 2 не будем проходить. Интересно.
Once I've bruised the heart, destroy the wisps within its roots.
Я бы их еще видел.
Quick and precise. Well done.
What will become of Seeker now?
She'll try to make sense of her pain. Or perhaps she'll sit with it a while.
If she has regrets, she must tame them.
Grief knows no rule book.
I remember Aoife's wake. Friends and neighbours came from miles around. We stood and watched over for a day and a night. There was food and drink, song and dance. We honoured and rejoiced in the life she'd led, short as it was. I did not have a wake when my father died. Nor my mother, nor Blair or Anik. But we were running from our enemies and barely had time to bury them. It was as if their deaths hadn't happened. What if I cannot hold a wake for you?
You saw Seeker. Wake or not, loss needs to be felt and lived and done. As long as my body is free of the nightmare, that is all that matters. I'll be all right.
Aye, you'll be all right. What about me? What about me when you are truly gone? Who am I without you? I never wanted to know. When I woke in that cave, I felt like I'd lost everything. I feel like I lost everything.
I'm still here.
For now. And I'm so afraid when you won't be anymore.
I'm afraid too. Afraid to leave you behind. Afraid to journey on.
I had such plans. We'd live such wonders together. I wanted more time.
So did I. But we are together now. One last great adventure.
That's something. I miss the warmth of your skin. So much.
And I yours.
But are we sure about what we're doing? Are you sure this is what you want?
We made an agreement. Are you having second thoughts?
I don't know. Maybe.
Ceridian's death has changed things for you.
Aye. But more so Seeker's grief. I could have you back. I long for it. It pains me.
Should we reconsider? It may not be too late to change our minds. But you must promise me, Red, whatever we decide, we stick to it. We cannot change our minds again.
I swear it, my love. This is it.
Вознесение.
We may be tempted. We must not succumb.
Banishers will remain.
Banishers. To the end.
Aye, my love. To the end.
Aided by the Banishers, Captain Pennington survived the mutiny. Now they who remain must set old sins aside and build a future, with Pennington or without. Because the captain sees no brighter horizons behind the blackened clouds of his past.
Новые дела присутствия. В Нью-Идене-то они появились? Или где? Или в принципе они появились?
Something's here.
Hidden.
Куда-то далеко. Куда? Подожди, карта. А, ни хрена. Ну это понятно, да, что там так было. Подожди, так все-таки вниз? Или нет? Или да? Отправляйтесь в Хэроуз. Чё, не понимаю. Я думаю, это какая-то другая дорога. Не на тот юг, на который мы могли бы сходить. Блин, а что на юге были? То есть там просто какая-то другая сюжетная линия, какой-то другой босс, которого я не увижу просто потому, что вот я пошел по этой ветке. Куда идти? А, ну вообще... Надо было телепортироваться. Вообще это на юг похоже, кстати. Но мы там... или знаешь, типа есть юг и есть север. И вот у них там было два кризиса. Да. Один из которых я решаю, потому что я прихожу либо туда. Но если я делаю это с одним, то, видимо, во-вторых, там что-то происходит не очень хорошее. Я правильно понял? Мы сейчас придем на какие-то развалины. Чё я открыл? Это не то. Блин, что с игрой происходит? Я просто не понимаю. Все ей плохо, она не хочет больше. Ей не нравится, что я с ней делаю. Ну да, вот мы здесь пошли туда, теперь в эту сторону.
I wonder what awaits us next.
Won't be easy. We've lost an ally and a friend, and the nightmare is all around.
Ну да, кстати, она помогала же неплохо. Все равно такого союзника иметь. Я думаю, может, она как-то поможет с кошмаром.
These will be the Harrows.
An imaginative name.
There's a ring to it.
Ну, тупо болото, как я и думал. Я ведь даже не сомневался. Какого хрена 17-й? Что это такое? Зачем такой скачок уровней резкий? Хотя плюс 2 всего лишь. Здесь это не критично максимально. Плюс мне еще, видишь, пока не засчитывают это задание. Хотя мы босс победили даже. А сюжетное задание, это, как правило, плюс уровень... А, ну вот, пожалуйста, о чем я и говорю.
Over there, a dock.
An underground landing. Interesting.
Не топ.
More efficient than cannon powder. I wonder what was landed here all that time ago.
Something illicit, no doubt. Doing that.
Company of 100 associates. I believe it was a new French trading company before you or I were born.
The cave has been abandoned for a while then.
Aye. It was probably a French smuggler's den.
Так, а чё, куда? Слушай, какой-то звук. Не понимаю. Видимо, сюда можно было не спускаться. Он же не может просто работать. Да ладно. Понимаете, что я вижу подъемник, и я не могу поверить в то, что он рабочий. У меня в голове сразу появляется мысль, что с ним надо что-то сделать. Нужно как-то на него повлиять.
Ceridian's island is a pleasant place no longer.
Folk will miss her, without ever knowing she was here.
Хотя лесок вроде благоприятный, более-менее. Так, ну-ка. Все-таки нет, все-таки раз-два. Блин, так странно сделали тогда, ну ладно.
I have another insight. Run, Red.
Это логично в целом, потому что как бы лишать контента. Так вся идея.
After what happened at the fort, I wonder what awaits us in the Harrows.
No matter the bridge, we can cross it.
Don't get cocky.
No, I'm not. I'll be relying on you.
You can't rely on me forever.
Я просто про это и говорил, что как бы мне дают развилку, но на самом деле-то выбора у меня нет. У меня просто есть выбор, куда я пойду в первую очередь. Ну, за такое. Как бы они могли бы поставить это в определенном порядке, и ничего бы не изменилось.
The landscape here is more pleasant. There are fields and pastures and better weather.
Can you feel the warmer air?
I don't feel it, not really. But I know it's there. If I focus, I...
Is that the sound of a corpse?
Ready and waiting. Suddenly, I can't manifest.
That's not good.
Something magic hinders me. I'm still hindered. There must be another ward nearby. Sorry, not this time.
А где? А как? Вот это?
Better. Thank you.
These wards look fairly new. A witch?
A Haskell, more likely. Let's be careful.
Still impressive. What now?
I can't help you from here.
I'll deal with it.
Так вот Антею вырубать это неприятно, конечно.
Get back up.
Почему? Он просто не ломается по какой-то причине. Хотя может. Но мне живот надо подвинуть вот здесь.
I can't help you.
А, ну да. Так, хорошо. Мне бы как-то понимать дальность этих оберегов. На каком расстоянии он вообще может находиться? Я вот потому что не вижу. Причем, да, я не могу использовать Антею для того, чтобы найти сам этот оберег, а он светится где-то синим. Но он должен быть в доме, наверное. Залезть, перелезть, нет? Чувствую, с этими оберегами будет веселуха. Так, эффект. Хорошо, то есть когда я покидаю, я это замечу. Пам-пам-пам. Ура! Лен. Так, хорошо, а я могу просто дальше пройти, может быть, вот так. Какой-то угол найти. Мне кажется, он висит где-то в доме. Я вообще могу зайти сюда, оказывается. Вау, это что, Библия короля Якова? Вот это да. О! Мы с Уиллом поругались, заморозки продолжаются, мы не успеем посадить все вовремя, эта зима была тяжелой, если мы не соберем урожай, следующая будет куда хуже. Как быстро летит время, а жаль, мороз так и стоит. Мы так и не смогли ничего посадить, а мне не здоровится, пойду полежу, продолжу писать, когда встану.
This requires a key.
Falling off a log after being startled by a wisp in Akashus.
Never gonna let me live that one down, have you?
Куда лезу? Зачем лезу? Вообще непонятно. Ну, вроде сюда. Или нет? А чё здесь-то? Ну, сундук. Это мы прочитали. Это мы прочитали. На втором этаже нет ничего. Что я ищу-то? Если я лезу сюда, то я просто сейчас выйду, типа, опять на этот, да, проход. И мне скажут, лезь сюда зачем-то по метке. Очень странно. Ну да, я так отдаляюсь. Вот им нравится просто дать какие-то максимально... Что-то очень облачное такое. Ну, исследуй. Что исследуй? Это пустой дом. Чего я не вижу? Где-то что-то горит зеленым. Где-то есть какой-то важный документ. Что? На что я не посмотрел? Библия? Что-то здесь. Я не понимаю. Меня это раздражает. Могу дальше уйти. Вот так. Тоже не вариант. Метка в другую сторону показывает. Что я, блядь, не увидел? Что это такое? Или... А нахрена там была метка? Я не понимаю. Очень странно. Ё-моё.
What in the... There's a ship here.
Incredible. Beautiful too. Something has me. Wards.
И не один.
This isn't over yet.
I think I used to count my wool kills on one hand.
Take care. The place is warded.
Так, ну это гнездо мне получается. Мне оно нужно или я хочу исследовать корабль? Я очень хочу исследовать корабль.
A fishing boat, eh?
Because that's more plausible than a galleon.
Уже 3 дня преследуем черного кита, умная тварь, то теряем, то снова выходим на след. Убили черного кита, привязали к корпусу, глаз этого темного раненого левиафана будто бы смотрит на меня с ненавистью. За кормой остается кровавая пена, у нас будет ворвань зимой.
Adventure. Sounds fun.
You're such a little boy sometimes.
Где? Я не вижу. Так, один здесь. Проблема в том, что второй где-то там, видимо, или где. Скорее всего, понял. Один я иду закрывать. Ага. Именно это я и хотел, Антею. Да, алло. Работает? И чё за херня? Алло. Зашибись. Ну что это такое? Что за прикол? Вот здесь, скорее всего, вторая. А, я могу даже вот так вот обломать. эти вот микро-неточности меня очень сильно заколебали в этой игре. А вон там сверху что такое, но это другая. А, погоди! Это оранжевая или нет? Ну да, все правильно. Потому что она должна туда типа кинуть. А почему в первый раз сработало? Это имеет смысл. А как туда? А как туда? Или это не имеет значения все-таки? Идем на кита, скучаю по Элис и детям, надеюсь, вернемся быстро и с полными бочками. Почему-то сегодня вспомнился наш покойный Джиллиан. Плавник, мы бросились в погоню, но тварь ушла на глубину, снова все тихо. Кита не убили, но капитан все равно заставляет нас петь. Кое-кто хочет дать капитану по голове и взять курс домой, этих глупцов наверняка повесят. Ни единого кита, капитану стоит быть начеку, еды все меньше, либо мы возвращаемся домой, либо капитан получит молотом по голове. Она хочет очень сильно попасть наверх. Ну, очевидно. Хотя, нет, тут можно же. Ну, типа далековато. Так, ладно. Ты смотри. Ты смотри.
I take the heart, you take the roots.
А тут же еще... Не, подожди, а что? Не успел? Видимо, где-то есть еще один. А где? А зачем так много? Один типа должен быть где-то тут. Твою мать, что происходит? Проклятый корабль какой-то. Так. Ни хрена не работает. Бля, теперь, когда я в синюю кидаю, оно не работает. Ну что за херня? Давай. Да поменяй, да поменяй. Раз. Два. Вот здесь где? Вот куда вот это вот идет? Не понимаю. 3. Успел.
These boards are rotten. That makes me nervous.
Да нечего нервничать. Всего лишь. Так, давайте спускаться, да? Зачем я сюда залез? А зачем я сюда залез? Тут ни хрена нет. Подожди, реально? Это реально? Тут ничего нет? Кайф. Очень полезно потраченное время было только что.
Whatever grip it is the nightmare has here, you'd never know by looking. The bridge is up. Wonder why.
To keep folk in or to keep something out?
Думаю, просто такой мост не помог бы.
The village is full of ghost wards. They're afraid of something.
Leave them up. Cause no trouble.
Так, где люди?
Oh there! Anyone home? Where did they go?
Какой-то дом раздолбанный, типа я не знаю, где люди-то. Если бы здесь кто-то был, то кто-то бы смотрел за стенами. Но никто этого не делает. При этом следов того, что с ними что-то произошло нехорошее, нет тоже. О.
Though it bring demons down in great wrath upon my soul, do pray for those tongues. Friends, find fortitude in our success. Exiled from our homes by the devil's machinations, we congregate before the Lord in this new meeting house. We gather, we worship, we overcome. And we shall be well protected by the holy ward my son now makes under my instruction. For I have spent hours countless in your service, poring through books and papers, devouring the oeuvre of my peers, that our meeting house be safe.
Fairfax Haskell, for whom the word pompous was invented.
Half built? Yes. Open to the four winds? Yes. But already it is resplendent with our faith. A shining reminder of our renewed belief in better days. Macreya, Mr. Macreya. I thought you. What happy portent, what most excellent news. What blessings. I applaud your valorous deeds. O fate, I say, dead sir, I thought you dead.
Maybe I am.
Do not make light of such matters, my friend, for the devil's wrath is wide awake, and his claw scratches at our door, metaphorically speaking.
I'm alive. I promise.
My friends, I shall deliver this sermon another time. The battle with the devil's legions is ongoing, and Mr. Macreya and I have much to discuss. Thank you, Lammy. Behold this miracle of ours, Mr. McCraith. Exiled we, yet in our darkest hour we find the moral vigour to build this humble monument to resilience. But you and I must speak of darker matters. For we, erudite men of higher learning, know that evil yet walks. There is much work to be done.
Indeed there is.
Yes, yes. Forgive the inelegance of my welcome. You are alone. Do I surmise that Miss Duarte is no more?
I'd rather not talk about it.
Blessed is the man in whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my roaring all the day long. I'm so sorry for your loss. Grief is a journey, long and painful, but you do not walk the road alone, I promise you.
And there comes a time when you must let go and walk on alone.
In time, God healed my wounds. May you too find peace. Now, I regret that even at this most burdensome time for you, I must move with haste to business and beg once more for your help.
What's going on? It must be serious if you're asking for my help.
Since your defeat at the meeting house, the devil, heartened and emboldened, goes from strength to strength. He insinuates himself among my people, reveling in the suffering of the disease he unleashes upon us. It pits one against the other. Suspicion tears this community apart once again. All this to weaken my people and lead them away from the light of God.
In times of disease, you need doctors, and I'm no doctor.
We'll not treat the symptoms, we'll tear out the root. An agent of the devil walks among us. A witch? You must find her, or him, as it may be. You and I share great expertise, but I'm a man of position, while you, sir, are much more familiar with field work. Go, meet my people, walk amongst them. Learn which of them secretly serves the demon, that we may expunge this evil malady from our body politic.
What makes you think there's a witch at work here?
Aye, sir, I'm a man of God and intellect. I can read the signs. When a so-called mystery disease afflicts half of my people overnight, there can be only one culprit. 'Tis the devil's doing, sir. Probably through one of his servants. For you see, I understood immediately that the water in the well had been tainted. There are no strangers here. You could self-accept it. No one has fled. The guilty woman, or man, I suppose, remains within the village. As evil walks, the evil are emboldened, but this witch shall see her downfall. Or his, of course. As did the last one, as will the next. Some years ago, you may have heard tell of this. I made my name on the execution of a terrible witch. It pains me that I must do it once more.
This illness, tell me of it.
Upon my arrival here in the Harrows, I immediately set about protecting the place with consecrated tokens. Safeguarded from the curse, we all felt safer for a time. Then some devil poisoned the well, our only source of water. Someone on the inside, mind.
Spoiled water proves nothing.
A wise point and well made, Banisher, if not for the fact that we have been, for months on end, under the obvious influence of a terrible curse. One way or another, the devil has found an agent among us, and who knows what nefarious ill-doing old Black Spy plans next.
I noted your ghost wards with some interest.
Ghost wards, an interesting name. I call them sanctifiers, a name more palatable to my flock.
This requires a great deal of occult knowledge. Where did you learn your craft?
Etienne Roulet, one of the greatest demonologists of our time, is a good friend of mine. I improved upon his work.
Why did you not use them in New Eden when the curse began?
It was more complicated to convince the whole congregation of the necessity to use magic. Here, people have more trust in my unmovable probity.
A man in your position must know what goes on in his own community.
Why, of course, I know all that there is to know. Oh, near enough. Ask your questions, sir. Ask away.
How goes the colony?
Sir, the body politic bears a heavy weight. Not content with weakening their flesh, the devil's evil attacks the people's hearts and minds. Until you expose the culprit, the harmony of this divinely beautiful commonwealth shall remain marred by suspicion and mistrust. Long story shortened, people are not getting along.
How did you, a man of position and faith, become a demonologist?
Ah, yes. If you'll indulge me for a moment, I shall explain, in the briefest manner possible. Though blessed with intellect and no little faith, I also had privilege. I had the means for an education, time and place with which to study. For a time, my father was a pupil of Henry Boggart, the great demonologist. He had the books, I had the aptitude. When he passed, I donned his mantle. My father taught me about duty. I have gifts, faith, intellect, position. I must protect them. I must use them to protect my people. This is my duty. This is my burden.
Your son, how would you describe him?
Lamentation? How would I describe him? Well, he's curious. Inquisitive, I mean, as opposed to peculiar. Although he has his moments there, too. I tried to teach him demonology, to make him the third generation of witch hunters. But he revealed no disposition. Occult knowledge could only obfuscate his good nature. At heart, he is a naive boy who reads a lot and doesn't say much.
I am no witch hunter. My business is with the lingering dead.
For a fee, yes, I know. But you can't deny evil practitioners exist. A few years ago, I had to cleanse this community from such a threat.
Do you mean Deborah?
You know a little already, I gather. Yes, Deborah, the crooked school teacher. When Deborah showed her true nature, I was proud to pass judgment upon her. She earned her punishment. Her mask was a good one, as if butter would not melt upon her tongue. But you cannot fool a man of faith and intellect. No, sir, you cannot.
You'll not mind me saying it, but for a Puritan paradise, you seem to get more than your fair share of witches.
God has not forsaken us, but someone here does the devil's work. Find me a witch, Mr. Macreya. Return this place to the Lord.
I'm a working man, Governor, but the Lord does seem happy to pay, so I'll do what I can. I'll take my leave of you, Governor.
Of course. Outside, you must take the stairs. While you're with us, the first house on the left shall be your home.
Another witch hunt.
If there even is a witch, Deborah was innocent.
A real-life, actual Banisher.
You're the Governor's son, right?
Yes, sir. Lamentation Haskell. Friends call me Lammy. Or they would if I had any. Please, call me Lammy. I have so many questions, sir. So many questions. But I suspect this is not the time.
No, not the time. but perhaps you may help me anyway.
Me? Why, if I can help, I'd be honored.
Your father believes there is a Harrow's witch. Have you noticed anyone acting strange?
I'd answer, sir, I surely would, only things being as they are, everyone is acting strange. The curse brought illness, illness brought division, division has led to strife. We could do with some healing, sir, we could. We need you to bring us peace.
Good day to you, Lammy.
Good day to you, sir.
Воду у них спрашивать, я заколебался немного.
Ghost ward. I think you can safely knock it over.
А то, что вокруг всего поселения там еще расставлено, это никак не влияет? Да вы заколебали с этой Библией, серьезно. Вести дела в городе, кстати, будет очень проблематично, учитывая, что я не могу Антеей пользоваться.
I do not need the services of a heretic today, and nor do the people of New Eden.
He seems pleasant.
Seen anything strange of late?
Do you speak of the disease eating at the fabric of our fair community? We've sealed the well, closed homes and houses, and said our prayers. It has not worked.
Apart from that, have you noticed anyone behaving strangely? I have to ask.
I have seen the alewife, Mistress Barrow, lurking by the well, hands in her pockets, clutching at her herbals. And as I think of it, before his house burned down with his wife and brother in it, Caleb Watson and the alewife had a sharp exchange of words. 'Twere as if she'd cursed him. If there is a Harrow's witch, I'd start looking there.
If I wanted a word with her, where would I find her?
She tends to the alehouse, brewing God knows what witchery and mischief in her cauldron.
I must take my leave of you, sir.
God keep you, for I shall not.
Наговаривает, значит, наговаривает. О, никого нет, значит, мое. И это тоже. С кем? С торговкой поговорить?
Ah, the famed and famous Banisher, the one and only Reda Macreya.
Have we met?
I was at the meeting house. You've got guts. I like that.
Thank you very much.
Ooh, politeness gives me the shits. I'm Phoebe Walcott. I buy and sell. Now then, what's your pleasure?
So, have you noticed any strange behaviour of late?
Apart from my own? Yes. So much so that now I am almost normal. Caleb Watson, for example. Now he, my friend, is really strange.
Is he now?
He used to be such a nice man. Now he's aggressive and he smells like the Christmas cat at Easter.
Where can I find Caleb Watson?
Well now, seeing as he's our cobbler, you'll find him in his workshop.
Till we meet again.
You mind your good self, do you hear?
Caleb Watson. We keep hearing that name.
Let's pay him a visit.
Так, вот я пытаюсь вспомнить, где видел кузню.
Looks like we found.
Smells like.
It's justice. Start anew. Shout on these people. They can't hurt us. But how could you make him kiss it again?
Oh there. Are you all right, sir?
We're closed. Now. Out with you. Leave. Leave.
I can tell from your surly demeanour that you won't mind me asking you a couple of questions. I'm Reda Macreya. I'm a Banisher. I'm searching the area for evidence of witchcraft. And you, I can tell, are itching to help me.
Show your shiting shapes, goose peddler. No witches here. Only myself, Caleb Watson.
The governor bade me make the rounds. Is anyone acting strange?
Why would he ask you that?
Everyone keeps secrets, and I have a talent for uncovering them.
I ain't got no secrets. I ain't done no wrong. Search me house if you don't believe me. See for yourself. And when you're done, if you're any kind of man, you'll come back here, doff your cap, apologise, then shite off and never come back.
If you're looking for someone acting strangely, I think you've found your man.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
A man content with his own company is never alone. You hear that? Good one, right? Feels terrible, doesn't it?
Дорогой мистер Уотсон, отвечаю на ваше письмо о моих способностях. Отрадно знать, что у нас с вами общие интересы, и мне хотелось бы встретиться, чтобы обсудить эту тему поподробнее. Мне действительно интересно узнать, насколько обширны ваши знания и умения, однако, если это возможно, давайте встретимся в тихом уединенном месте, вдали от любителей сплетен. Я знаю, что работа художника может всколыхнуть чувства, особенно если ее неправильно поймут. Люди редко смотрят на вещи объективно, и мне бы не хотелось, чтобы профессиональный характер нашей беседы был замутнен чем-то подобным. Жду вашего ответа. Дорогой мистер Уотсон, хочу лично выразить вам благодарность за усердие, аккуратность и трудолюбие, которые помогают построить новое будущее для всех нас. Мастерство в каком-либо ремесле, как вы, должно быть, знаете, это знак праведности. Хорошо обутые прихожане, верный признак угодного Богу процветания, это простая истина, известна всем. Ключ от двери. Руфь, любовное письмо. Я долго думал, стоит ли вообще отправлять это письмо, ведь я представляю, как оно вас огорчит, но я считаю, что в глазах Бога утаить правду это все равно, что солгать, и это грех. Пусть так и было бы проще для всех нас. Александр вам не верен, он тайно встречается с блудницами. Вот тайна и стала явным. Мне давно известно о порочности Александра, он обаятелен и смышлен, но Бог отверг его, ведь в его душе пустил корни грех. Чтобы о вас не говорили люди, я знаю, что вы чисты, что ваша душа непорочна, светла и благочестива. Я восхищаюсь вашей красотой и чистотой вашего сердца, которая выражается в ваших словах и делах. Когда вы рядом, весь мир блекнет, и моя любовь со временем становится лишь крепче. Мой дом всегда открыт для вас, дорогая Руфь, и мое сердце тоже.
Being courted by two brothers at once rarely ends well.
Personal experience.
Don't go there.
You know it's true.
А ключ от какой двери? Просто от двери. Медальон с инициалами РУ и прядью светлых волос внутри, найденных в лавке сапожника Калиба Уотсона, очевидно, за этим украшением не ухаживали. Объявление. Недавно нас покинули Александр Уотсон и Руфь Уотсон, брат и жена сапожника Калиба Уотсона. Они трагически погибли при пожаре в доме Уотсонов и погребены в присутствии Калиба, его друзей, соседей и пред Господом на боговой делянке. Руфь была верной женой, и всем нам будет не хватать ее доброты и мягкости. Александр был известен своей неспокойной душой и пристрастием к выпивке. Он доставлял много неприятностей и поддался великому греху, однако искупил свою вину, бросившись в огонь в тщетной попытке спасти жену брата. Мы молимся о том, чтобы Господь их принял.
Ruth and Alexander Watson, the cobbler's wife and brother.
He's surely haunted, but where's the ghost? What's this? It's not metal, not wood. Bone. It's bone. Lovely.
I think we need to talk to Caleb Watson.
Да. Что-то здесь нечистое. Явно.
Feels terrible, doesn't it? You done enough sniffing? Tired of the smell of your own arse?
You said you had no secrets. That was a lie, am I right? Everyone has secrets.
I can smell your secrets from here, mate. A pox on you. And a pox on your questions, too.
You'll not take him head on. You must take your time, outflank him.
There's burned debris out back. I found bone in it. Where does it come from?
You must have little business if you spend your time sifting through my rubbish. It came from the house. Probably.
I read your letter to Ruth. It's clear you loved her. Were you telling the truth about Alexander's infidelity?
My name is Caleb Watson. And before God and all present, I swear that the letter I wrote to Ruth was a load of shite. Lusting for his beloved Ruth, I set out to ruin Alexander's name, 'cause I'm a greedy little prick.
You're frank. You don't sound like you regret it, though.
No. The past's the past. Dead and buried. My brother is but a lingering memory.
It was terrible what happened to your wife and brother. Might have helped if you'd mentioned it. You must be grieving. Do you mind if I ask where they're buried?
Shite on me shite bag brother. And shite on you too. They're both deep in the dirt up at God's Acre. And I'll speak no more of it.
What's going on at God's Acre, Caleb?
Shite off with your God's Acre. And good riddance to both. God's Acre concerns you not.
You need to tell me what happened here. Stop hiding.
Nothing happened. Buried all. Quiet you. And you can shite off, taking your nothing happened with you.
Whatever happened, it happened at God's Acre.
А она недалеко. Удивительно, фактическое присутствие Антеи не нужно, чтобы решать дела. Ну, типа, она все равно есть, она все равно подсказывает, она просто не может пользоваться способностями своими.
You first, young man.
Talking to Caleb felt like talking to a group. I'm thinking possession.
Possession is plausible, but the clues are confusing. We jump to no conclusions. Instead, we gather proof.
God's Acre?
God's Acre. Too heavy to lower from your side.
Мы не перепрыгнем. Я-то, конечно, вижу, где надо подстрелить. Но надо найти угол. Правда, слишком далеко тоже уходить нельзя. Окей. Просто обход.
Here we are. Let us find the graves of Alexander and Ruth, and whatever got Caleb acting so strange. Don't let that spectre get to the corpse.
Is that a femur?
I think I see a patella.
Lovely.
Но это не то, что нужно.
Grey robbers.
Как мы это определим вообще?
Yes. But what exactly were they stealing?
Какие-то могилы все раздолбанные, мне кажется, тут даже нормально... Вот. Тут даже надписи нет на надгробиях.
Ruth Watson. There's another grave beneath it.
Away with you!
Get the hell out of there!
If undertakers did this, they should find other work.
I doubt there's a job on Earth that suits whatever did this. Decoys to distract wayward specters. Rudimentary. Someone's had a little training. Here did lie Alexander Watson.
Did Caleb take their bodies?
Someone did. And he's at the top of my list.
Well, they made quite the mess. Perhaps the decoys may show us the way.
Follow the path. Don't get too close.
I'll try.
This way. More of them.
Oh.
That's what I was talking about when I said don't get too close.
Ну я что сделаю? Не подходить вообще к ним невозможно. Видишь, даже если я прям вот так обойду, все равно здесь такая аренка. Это же не оно? Нет, не оно. Пам-пам-пам, пам-пам-пам. Сюда. Нет. А, наоборот, я сюда пришел. Я круг сделал. Так тут и не везде, нет? Отыщите путь между приманками. Между. Туда.
Demonology. I should have known.
This fella again.
He's persistent, I'll grant him that. You'll get it next time.
Эта уешка пропадет оттуда или нет когда-нибудь?
Giving it all you've got.
They never learn, do they?
I'll get you eventually.
Жди. Как хорошо, что если не попадаю, то оно не тратится. Изгнание.
I hate those things.
Wasn't your first, won't be your last.
Aye, thank you.
Shrines now? With bones?
It's like Lady Blackwood's boudoir around here. Old emotions are trapped here. Oh there, fella. You're nasty, aren't you?
Nasty, yes. But also shoddy. It's very poor work.
А, пергамент. Подожди, мы что-то
Are
не
you sure we
нашли.
didn't miss anything?
Да-да-да, но тут что-то лежит, наверное, прямо здесь. Потому что это сюжетный предмет, связанный с этим делом конкретным. Только я не знаю, где искать, правда. Вот.
Picking up something spectral nearby.
Старый пергамент, запачканный, выцветший, на котором подробно с примечаниями описан ритуал малого палингенеза, мощный обряд воскрешения.
It looks like a butchered version of the ritual of lesser palingenesis.
The ritual of... that ritual? The one that brings someone back? That ritual?
Yes, that ritual.
Imi sho marhunianish.
As flesh unto verb, as verb unto heart, as heart unto flesh. Death's knot is unsevered, and I shall cut it.
Caleb Watson invoked a ghost without a body for it to inhabit, so it took his. Caleb is no longer Caleb.
Is he still in there too?
He used pieces of his wife and also of his brother.
Ruth, Alexander, Caleb, could be any combination of them in there.
Let's go find out which.
И как их из него вытаскивать? Тоже хороший вопрос. Потому что, по-моему, мы так еще не делали. похрен.
Get back up. That ritual, not... I suspect it's beyond me.
It's not, but we agreed he won't need it. Besides, Caleb's work was poor. Your work is good.
A ritual like that. Good is not a word that comes to mind.
Give us this day our daily bread. Our bread, not our ale, our bread.
Hush now. All is well. Nothing bad will shite off.
We've been to God's Acre. Quite a tale it told us. You're not Caleb, are you? Or at least not entirely.
Ah. Can't fog you. Alexander Watson. Long tale short, Caleb tried to bring his dead wife back. And I live here now.
So many questions. Where to even start?
He was trying to bring his wife back. How did you end up in the mix?
Caleb made a fine cobbler, a poor brother, a worse husband, and a truly terrible witch. The ritual went to shite. Because, of course it did.
Do both of you share Caleb's body?
Share? No. This house of flesh is mine. But because I am a generous man, I allow my brother to live in the cellar. We were twins. I was the rotten half, they said. But who's the rotten half now? There's something else you should know, if you don't know it already. I'm not alone. I completed the ritual. My darling Ruth is in here too.
You used the ritual to bring Ruth's spirit into Caleb's body. Why?
Love moves a soul to strange endeavors. We deserve a better life. I set myself to claiming it.
I understand your anger, more so your desire. But what of Ruth's? Did you consider what she wanted?
Caleb stole a life from me, but he also stole Ruth's voice. She shrank beneath him. Of course she wanted a second chance at life.
I'd like to hear this from Ruth. May I please speak with her?
No! We've carved ourselves out a little happiness at last. I'll not have you break it. Please. Leave us alone. Give us this.
We need to speak to her, one way or another. If he won't tell us anything, perhaps the house Ruth died in will.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
Alone? Not really. Hush now. All is well.
Ruth and Alexander are having an affair in her husband's body.
I can't find an angle with that isn't just plain wrong.
Something feels wrong. Something about Ruth. If we find the
The house that burned down. The roof fell in with them inside.
there's a lot of debris.
Структура побочек, конечно, начинает подзадалбывать очень сильно. Но ничего не поделаешь. И чё? нужен какой-то обходной путь, типа вот здесь. Ну и хорошо тебе.
The ghost wards feel far away from here. Just one keeps me from manifesting. Fancy knocking it down?
Я его вижу, но я не могу ничего с ним сделать. Или могу, могу.
I'm with you once more. Off we go then.
Утром у нас с Калибом был очередной разговор. Я вышла на прогулку, когда вернулась, застала в саду Калиба. Он плакал, он извинился, и это тоже вывело меня из себя. Он добрый, романтично умеет слушать, поэтому я вышла за него, но иногда я чувствую себя неловко. Он мой муж, а я его жена, а жену нужно любить, а не молиться на нее, как на икону.
Time must be nearby.
А она сама-то не появится. Хотя здесь и береги везде. Иссохшее человеческое сердце.
Of course. Ruth's heart binds them, like a bushel of rotting corn.
Красиво сделанный вручную иллюстрированный справочник о птицах Ньюидена, содержащий также перья изображенных птиц. Впрочем, не все. На страницах о рыбном вороне и серебристой чайки перьев нет.
This work shows real sensitivity. Caleb?
Maybe. Not Alexander. I suspect we've just learnt a little about Ruth.
Я где? Куда идти?
What do you have there? Stop right there, you rank ramp. Whatever you found, it ain't yours.
А чё твое?
You buried Ruth's heart in the ashes of the house that killed her. I find that odd.
You, a ghost, went digging in the ashes of a dead woman's house. You're ill-positioned to call me odd. Don't think I haven't felt your presence before.
Stow your tongue while I speak with Ruth. Ruth, can you hear me? Can you speak?
Puck off and die. I'm in charge here.
No. Hush ye, Alexander. I'll speak. I'm Ruth. I hear you.
I'm Anteyu Duarte. We're here to help.
I'm glad. Please, end this nightmare. Help me.
Go to hell in a bag of shite. We're fine. And you have not the right. You hear? You've not the right.
И что мне с этим сделать? Типа... Что мне надо сделать? Появиться? Просто призыв.
Heatcomb foolish.
No more does he silence me. We may speak. Help me, please.
Who taught Caleb the resurrection ritual?
To say it was taught would mean he'd learned it. He read it off a page. As a sorcerer, Caleb makes a fine cobbler. Thing about Caleb, He was a good listener. As he worked, clients would bend his ear. The Haskell boy, for one. As Caleb pinned the governor's shoes, young Lammy would talk magic. Nonsense, really. But Caleb was listening.
Wait, Lammy Haskell gave Caleb the resurrection ritual?
After Lammy mentioned the ritual, Caleb became obsessed with it. He begged. Lammy, in his misplaced generosity, gave it. Caleb was intent on dark work. Lammy furnished written instructions.
Caleb's letter changed your life. How did it feel at the time?
It tore me in two. I loved Alexander, but I deserved to marry a man who would be true. Caleb seemed decent. I believed he loved me. I thought I married the better brother, but I'd married a liar. A liar and a devil. And yet, not even he deserves this. No one deserves this.
How did Caleb treat you?
With adoration. I was an idol. Worshipped, yet unloved. He was the sculptor and I was the statue. Smiling down, unmoving from my pedestal with nothing to say. Now I'm sewn into a festering sack with the quivering remnants of my husband and the angry ghost of his dead brother. Please, let me out.
Ruth, your husband Caleb's botched resurrection ritual brought you back, but allowed his brother Alexander to take you hostage.
Once we deal with the Watson brothers, you shall be free to ascend.
Do what you must. I'll suffer it if it leaves me free to go.
No! We can stay. Please, Ruth, let us stay.
Look at you. You're counterfeit, a sham of a thing. Your so-called life is no life at all. Caleb lied and stole your love. But when the time was right, you lied and stole his body. We're ending this nonsense now.
Что я могу сделать? Помочь вознестись Александру, изгнать Александра, вынести приговор Калебу. Логично, да? Логично.
Alexander, you were wrong.
Убить Калеба.
But Ruth owes you not. Not her life, nor her death.
I'm not my brother. I am the man who runs into the burning house. Ruth owes us nothing. But my love is true and his is not.
Your love is not measured by what you win. It's measured by what you're willing to let go.
I'm sorry, Ruth. You deserved better. Better than him. Better than me. Send me away, Banisher. Let the devil stoke the flames of hell for me, and we'll see if I burn.
Take your head out your arse, you're not that important. Right, hold still, both of you. Let me pry you all apart. You have been here.
Вот и все.
I mean, we've seen some horrors, but that...
This is the work.
You're right. There's nothing I'd rather be doing. That was something.
Don't take it to heart. Their choices are not your business.
Our choices are my business. And their consequences too.
Don't waver.
Someone inside's hard at work.
Wait. Spectral stains. Haunted house.
Советы и грешники. Сейчас я к губернатору сначала схожу. Там посмотрим.
Governor.
May I help you, Mr. Macreya?
I have to admit, this is an unusual case.
Yes, but have you solved it?
I believe so. But the culprit was not responsible for the plague. At least not directly.
Have you found the witch or have you not?
Someone here has been dabbling in some dark magic. I have the name.
So? What are you waiting for?
Don't you want to hear the name?
I do not need to. The principle is what matters.
Not exactly. The name is Lamentation Haskell.
No, it can't be. My son is studious. Curious, too curious at times perhaps, but he does not have a bad bone in his heart.
He showed Caleb Watson a ritual. The cobbler used it and became possessed.
Even if true, it would only mean my son was exposed to corruption. It happened before. Bring me proof, Banisher. Find the real source of evil.
Since when has the governor required proof?
I'll get it. Mark me. I must find your son, Governor. Sooner rather than later.
His interests take him hither and thither. If he isn't here, he must be working on the outskirts. He's been sprucing up one of the abandoned houses there. I ordered them emptied when the sickness hit. Here, take the gate key. Go there. See for yourself. You're wrong about him. You're wrong about my son. Needless to say that I count, of course, on your discretion.
Ну, это зависит от того, что с ним за история такая.
We'll bring him the proof he wants. If the boy is guilty, his father may not be able to protect him.